Welcome back to the Scrum. Been a minute.
Been a hot minute since anything.
Since anything's happened. Nothing's happened, so therefore we didn't get together, right?
That's what it was.
Like
the world stopped turning.
Well, this is a heliocentric podcast. Like, everything revolves around us.
Oh, yes.
Is that right?
I think maybe. What do you think, Dylan? Is that right?
What's your opinion?
Right.
What's your opinion on that?
I think we are the center of the universe.
Like us individually?
Yeah, there we
Like
go.
The three of us?
All three of us.
All three
together
of us.
in this room. Outside of it, whatever. But
Whatever.
when we get together, we get these rolling.
Right.
Everything
like magic.
readjusts.
On some Doctor Strange
Like the
multiverse
Planet
shit.
Express ship, where everything moves around us.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
You get it.
There we go.
Futurama reference.
Exactly.
Nice.
Not enough of them.
There's really not.
There's really not.
There's really
Very
not.
quotable show.
Is it still
is.
going? Is it still put out new episodes?
No.
No?
Sadly, but no. They stopped a while ago.
I mean, that's a long ass time to fucking keep some shit going. You know?
And it was a good last season too, which is rare now. But
Still hurt. Still hurt by Game of Thrones. This guy.
I thought you were about to like, it hurts that Futurama's over. I was like, still hurts when I think about
I didn't
it.
even realize it. I'm like, man, I'm in pain
I'm
now.
hurt. Hurt you that Game of Thrones is over?
No, I
What you
said
mean?
hurt him.
Hurt him?
Yeah, he said it's
Hurt
so
me deep.
rare getting a good last season of a show. I said he's still hurt.
Yeah.
Still hurt by Game of
I
Thrones.
mean, like, I'd say I've been watching Sopranos, and I don't want to act like I know I know how it ends. 'Cause, it's popular. It was.
I actually don't know how it ends.
I'm not gonna spoil
okay,
it. Yeah, I wouldn't spoil it. I don't want to think about how I know how it ends. 'Cause I'm fucking invested in shit.
Fair, yeah.
Point is, it's known as like one of the worst endings. Apparently,
Really?
Yeah, it's just commonly
It's worse
known
than
as,
Lost?
It's actually like talked about along with it as like bad. And I know that, and I'm accepting that early, so I'll be fine. You know what I mean? Because Thrones came out of left field.
Yeah.
It was a great show done with the source material.
Remember when you and James spoiled the end of Red Dead Redemption? Well, not the end, but like a big pivotal moment in the Red Dead Redemption game.
Yeah.
Real bit. Maybe it was just James, actually.
Yeah, that probably helped.
Yeah, because y'all were talking.
I'm sure I gaslit the fuck out of him.
But when we were just like playing Shell,
I've been playing that, by the way.
Red Dead, nice. I've thought about replaying it, just like
Between
for
now
lack
and
of
Vanguard.
other things. Yeah, facts. But yeah, we were just playing Shell, and James was like, he was coughing, and he was like, just like how Arthur got like tuberculosis and's dying or whatever. And I was just like, well, I wasn't there yet, man. And he was just crying.
And it's
he was
such like an emotional story.
yeah, and he was like, I was kidding. Like, he's like, that doesn't happen. Like, I was
real
just
James. Shouts out
Yeah, I take it back. I take it back.
ruining Game of the Year storyline
like,
on an Xbox Live call.
Like as if it's gonna go over your head when you do see it happen. Like,
for real. And then it had like, because like the screen go like. You're just walking around and he's been coughing, just like so. You know the
There's a little
contextually
bit of
something's
context.
wrong.
Yeah.
But then you're just like walking one day and your character just like the screen kind of goes black and you fall over. And I would like as it's happening, I was like, oh, I guess this is where like the tuberculosis starts. Like as
Because you gotta think with me, I was like, what?
what's going on?
What kind of side quest did I start? And when like it was unfolding, I was like, yo, this is whack, man.
Yeah.
And then like when you come out of the cutscene, like you're like, all right, so like.
You're gonna die.
Your like character's like permanently, his stats are permanently damaged, and enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's like a big turn in the storyline.
And you're just like,
and it would have been such a cool payoff because like he did like the cough is just kind of it's not even really talked about that much. It's just like you notice it kind of starts happening,
and how you
more,
catch it
and
too
a
is
little
even
more.
better.
Yeah,
like it's all very tied into the story and the morality of it all.
Shouts
Like
out that
that
game.
shit happened, and I was like, I gotta go to the doctor. I feel horrible.
Yeah.
Sick to my stomach.
For real.
I ate so much rabbit.
But the reason we were gone so long,
yeah,
Dylan is the reason. When he's not here, the show doesn't run. Me and Dylan were out in Colorado
basically, yeah.
for like last weekend, right? Yeah, this past weekend.
It's just a
Went and saw-
blur.
It's all blurry.
You literally just got back.
I did
You
just
guys
get back yesterday.
flew out just to enjoy legal marijuana.
That's the only reason that we flew
You
out.
spent more money on the tickets there and back than you did on the legal marijuana in the legal state of Colorado, where
Yes.
where it's
No
legal.
reason.
Legal. It's all about legality here. That's what we're trying to get at. No, but saw
I've
Flatbush
never
Zombies.
broken the law.
Never once. Don't look at records of. Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket?
Yeah,
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh
it's just like right after being like,
I'm
I've
sorry.
never broken the law.
no, I've never gotten a speeding ticket.
Fuck you. Go get one right now.
Knock on wood. Never got a speeding ticket or any ticket.
Go
Actually,
speed.
I've never gotten a single ticket
What is
in my
wrong with
life,
you?
dude.
Nice.
I've done some reckless driving too. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I've been there.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Between us two in the car. So we were in Colorado. Saw Flatbush Zombies.
Sweatshirt.
Sweatshirt. Dylan thought Young and May was a dude.
I know.
You did.
I know what they were.
You did.
That's
You did.
fine.
No,
You know,
I'm
just in terms of like misconception. Like,
I had my suspicions, but I was leaning towards a dude.
yeah, that's funny.
does Young and May have they pronouns? He pronouns?
I'm 99% sure that she does identify as a woman, but I could. There's a chance I'm wrong.
I don't.
But 99% sure.
I don't know.
But yeah, Reason was out there.
Oh, Reason was there?
Reason was out
Shouts
there.
out Reason, dude. He's fire.
Missed his whole set.
Come on.
We were like on the ramp, like so
Trying to get in.
for the fans. You know, we fucking all the fans we got parked at like the top of the mountain. Basically, ended up having to walk all the way down to the bottom of the mountain to walk back up the mountain to get into the venue on some fucked up. You know, no one ever. I haven't been to an event recently where like the logistics were taken care of well. You know what I'm saying? Like the state fair was fucked, and in turn the Hurricanes
I'm glad
game
I
was
didn't even
fucked.
try.
And then now we go up here, and it's just like, man, because it's one of those situations where like the line is like 8 or 9 people wide, but then also like 400 people deep. So it's like that's why it's not moving, is because all like it's just getting skinnier at the very front, and everyone at the back is just at a fucking standstill. It's like set up some cones, have a couple more people out there, just like
We used to handle that at shows. I mean, obviously this is more of a larger scale show, but at shows we used to handle that shit. Peer group to peer group.
yeah.
And be like, hey, y'all motherfuckers partner up or some shit, man. Fuck y'all with this shit.
It's
Or motherfuckers just start piling into the pile. Like, like, come on, dog. Like, hey, you, and you, y'all split the group up, and when some of y'all fucking bite the bullet.
yeah. It's
Fuck you.
especially shit like this, because it's like this is not the first time y'all have had a big show. Like this is the Red Rocks Amphitheater. Like this is on some like nationally recognized as a fucking destination spot to go see
They don't
shit.
give a fuck about you, son.
And they're just like, we don't give a we don't give a fuck.
fuck.
All
They
we care about
already
is the
had your
people
money.
exercising here in the fucking morning and shit. We don't give a fuck about these shows. But
Whole different story or side thing to that is that like engineering in the mountains is just unfortunate.
oh yeah,
It was interesting.
They just don't know what to do, and I,
was
don't blame them
noticing-
because it's a mountain.
So what you gonna
Noticing
do?
a
What are
lot
you
of
gonna do?
stuff.
You're gonna. I mean, the mountain wins 10 times out of 10. Like that's what I was doing when I was driving across all the bridges. I was like,
Like, where do the roads into these places go? Where the ground lets you put them.
yeah,
like,
for real. For real.
That shit is just
It's like
what
unless
it
you
is.
want to level the whole thing, which probably isn't good either. It's got to shift to tectonic plate if you just level
It just costs money.
it's all just money.
It's just green.
But, yeah,
You know.
But the way out was nice. That was the good part. Since we parked at the top, we just walked up like 10 steps, and then we were
I saw some pictures of some goats
a couple goats out there, dude.
just out there. You know
Just
what I'm
out
saying?
there, hanging out.
3-star bighorn sheep.
The mountains and shit.
Ma,
How they sound?
ma,
One more time.
But
ma.
but so who was like your favorite act, Dylan?
Honestly, I probably enjoyed Earl the most.
I think Earl was my.
Probably enjoyed him the most. Flatbush was really good.
Flatbush was really good.
They were great.
This is like the 4th time I've seen him. Biggest venue I've seen him at.
Yeah.
I'm
But no,
sure that affects
was
the intimacy of it all. Too.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, I feel like we've all agreed to that. That just like the best way to see a show,
Any show, sure.
is like at one of those smaller like
That's
Lincoln
true.
like
theaters.
club venues.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right when it's like before they break into the fucking like Red Hat Amphitheater and shit.
Right. That's
But,
true. That's very true.
Yeah, Earl was good. Anyway, I feel like in like those venues, like you can't rely. It's the same beef I have with what I see people perform at like festivals and stuff. Is I feel like sometimes like the artists will try to rely on the crowd's energy too much, and I feel like in that setting, like if you like you kind of got to like you got to create it on your own, which Flatbush did to their credit. Like the crowd sucked.
crowd wasn't-
Because
crowd
the
was
scale
not
of the
good.
stage and all that,
Scale
like,
of the stage, and like I think
and the resources at your disposal and all that. You're
yeah,
saying?
and I think there was a lot of people who went because like a friend was like it was like a one fan to like 3 friends ratio type of thing in the crowd.
Colorado.
You know what I'm saying? Well, same thing. Like, I mean, Kenny brought his girl, Zach brought his girl, I brought Lexi. And it's like I don't think any of them are really fans. You know what I'm saying? So it's that situation with the crowd chants, and then when like Young M.A. went on, and it's like typically she goes up and she's got like the chanty verses and stuff, and it's like you can't, if it's not happening, like don't keep going back to it. Like just play the song, be hype on your own.
At the same time, you know, she's got a set.
No, I agree, but it's like it makes as someone in the crowd, it's awkward for me when like they cut the beat and it's the crowd's supposed to chant some shit and it's dead silent. Like that's shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's in the queue. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
mean, yeah,
the DJ's got
yeah.
that. They know. They're like, yo, you know to pause it here because I'm gonna look for the crowd to do this and that's.
Yeah.
And if they miss that cue,
they're speaking.
she's
of
gonna have to
miscues,
slapbox. Young M.A.'s gonna slapbox them after the
dude,
set.
Speaking of
Whoop his
miscues,
ass.
there was one in Young M.A. set.
Or she might have a chick DJ. I don't know.
She I think it was the same. It was the same DJ all the way up until Flatbush.
I promise you, regardless of anything, before this tour started, they all hit each other up and said, all right, who's got a DJ for us?
Oh,
I
probably.
promise you.
Yeah.
That's just how that shit goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. For sure. I mean, all you know. What I'm
Not
saying?
everyone's got a DJ.
But so her big song "Ooh" with the you call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany.
I'm sure if I heard it.
Yeah, I'm sure you. But so like that's
Young
like
M.A. be spitting.
that's like her big. That was like her big breakout song years ago and shit. And it's like the beat drops in the song and it's like you hear crowd noise in the song type of thing. So she like stops the song and, you know, is getting the crowd ready. Like, yo, I'm gonna need y'all to sing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the beat's supposed to pick up like right before the drop. DJ fucked it up. Came in like 4 or 5 bars before the drop, and she just started, like, to her credit, just started laughing. She was just like, just keep it rolling. Like, fuck it. Like, she was so ready to be off the stage, and this was like the big finale. She was like, just keep it rolling. Like, and then just like it played a little bit, was doing that weird like fade in thing that happened on every single song drop, dude. Like, everywhere where even like the artists themselves, it felt like were expecting it. They might have even been getting it in whatever like they have in their ear, and then it just wasn't getting.
Wouldn't that
like,
be fucked if they were getting the monitor of the drop, and that shit wasn't coming out? I think they would know though, because the bass.
You maybe. I don't know how it feels
But I
on
mean,
that
it
stage
is
either.
definitely not their job to pay attention to it.
Well, exactly.
So it's like,
Yeah. But again, back to like the whole thing, like they just know what to expect. And
Yeah.
if that shit doesn't hit, there's other people, sometimes the crowd, who are responsible
Yeah.
to uphold that end of the bargain.
No, I agree. And
But no, it's awkward as shit.
it is awkward.
I mean, really, at the end of the day, y'all are just white people.
I mean, that's what
And that's
there was-
just what it is.
There
That's
was
just what
a
it
lot
is.
of N words and a lot of those hooks, and the crowd was not saying them except for one dude.
was leaning into it?
He got put up on like one of the big screens, bro. White, long blonde hair.
He goes,
just
white.
just I mean, dude, just like the clearest, like, and he had like a big mouth, so like you could really see him pronouncing his word like letters,
think I know what
and
you're talking about.
just like said the N word to just like the whole, you know what I'm saying?
my
Dude, I
God.
was dying laughing. I was like, bro,
God.
like that dude.
Remember that video of when Kendrick brought the girl,
The girl on
on stage to
stage,
do Mad
yeah,
City?
and she just didn't get it. He gave her like 3 chances.
I mean, she did the whole, she did the chorus, like she wrote it, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he was like, yo,
as
you
if
can't
it didn't have it in it, and she was like, let me ad-lib this part in, because it needs this. That's how she hit that shit, dude.
And she was so confused. Like she thought she had fucked. She thought she
hammered
fucked
drunk.
the verse up. She thought she's like, did I do it? Like, did I do it wrong? He was like, you can't say that. Like, just don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like broke it down to her and was like, all right, let's run it back. And then she just did that shit a second time, dude.
She turned back, whoever, like, she knows the DJ's name.
Yo, turn that
run
shit
it
back on.
From the top.
Oh man.
Yo.
hard R.
Yeah, no, that's, man, you just can't.
You just can't.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's just, I love it.
I
That is right there. That's sociology, like in practice, like it's happening. Just like people just being awkward together,
Yep.
just awkward. And plus, like, you know, like just motherfuckers ain't been doing shows
Yeah.
and been at shows.
Yeah. It
Etiquette's-
was also like
etiquette's
35
all
degrees
fucked
out
up.
in that bitch too. It was a
Now that could have been
chilly
a pro
night.
and a con.
I think a con.
I mean, I'm just usually thinking of like heavier shows. There's a lot of movement.
But
people-
well, see, that's where like it would have been nice, but like with the way amphitheater.
No, he was
And it
telling me
wasn't
about the
that packed either.
He was telling me about the amphitheater shit. I'm just like, y'all went to see Matchbox 20 looking ass. Like, yeah, you guys are at the wrong venue.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
I was talking to Lexi about it, just like someone we think would be dope to see there. Like who's
Matchbox 20.
Matchbox 20. Who's like someone that you think would be like, damn, that'd be.
I mean, any like band with instruments.
You get bands.
Because that's how amphitheaters are set up. Really,
I mean, yeah, it's
catered to
true.
more than
That's true.
anything.
Sound wise.
I mean,
The
lame
really-
answer, but that's true.
I mean, it's true.
It's terrible
Matchbox
content, but
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
You get the best of both.
Slipknot.
But see, Slipknot. But see, I feel like once
Slipknot, yeah.
you think,
Yeah.
I feel like you'd still want to at least like do like the push pit thing with Slipknot. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
no.
So I was
see what
asking
you're
about
saying.
that. There's
I'm-
not like any standing room, right?
not really.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't really
like
see what was going on.
the
outside.
shit- gotta
I'm
have
doing
that.
like the shit is wide enough that you probably could. You know what
you
I'm
don't wanna
saying?
Go crazy. You'd be
Like
busting
you
your
couldn't
shit.
go wild. People would get hurt. People would get hurt. But if it was a big enough pit, just like the way it would, like each little step was probably like what 4 feet, 4
Probably
feet,
more than
5 feet
that.
wide.
Like 6 feet or so.
This is so you know what I'm
They were
saying. So
wide.
it was like a good like sizable platform. So you could.
Like, motherfuckers
I do
would
think
walk
I
by
think a band like
and-
Metallica would be dope to see there.
Yeah,
Metallica would be dope.
Talkin would be sick.
An opera singer.
An opera singer could do that.
It's amphitheater. Designed around them.
It's true.
Technically,
It is true.
You know?
A lot of science.
Or like
dude.
a quartet.
Speaking of science, Hurricanes, scientifically the best team in hockey right now.
Mathematically speaking.
Mathematically speaking, 8-0-0, killing shit.
Theoretically speaking, they are 8-0-0-0.
8-0-0-0-0-0. Playing Chicago again tonight, beat the shit out of them last time. I don't know if y'all really want to talk about all that shit going on with Chicago. Maybe save it for the podcast.
Yeah,
Break it apart a little more. But at the same time, it's like there's only so much to say. Same old, same old.
obviously it's just like stuff needs to exactly because we've and we're not fucking heroes, but things need to change. We know
Yeah.
they need to change. There's a lot of stuff that I see going around about like certain players are really making just what strong opinionated statements. Robin Leonard spoke up, Wayne Simmons
Yeah.
spoke up, and hopefully it follows more players follow that example, and
Yeah.
it's really all someone like me can ask for.
Yeah,
It's just
I just ask more. The team stuff aside, I'm talking more like the league shit. Just like how
well, we know that like every head needs to roll. Bettman needs to go. Like I think there's just like these obvious qualifiers now with like that stuff that like there's no light that we can shed.
Yeah.
Just to be honest
fucked.
about it. But
the Hurricanes beat the fuck out.
shouts
of
out
them.
Rick Westhead and for just
the
his
reporting.
coverage and pushing the story, and obviously all thoughts
For
with Kyle
real.
Beach.
For real. And the other, I think there's a couple unnamed people in the report as well.
Yeah, any
So,
victim,
yeah.
it's
Fucked
terrible.
up. And the Hurricanes beat the fuck out of Chicago.
Hopefully they do
and-
again. Also, you're weird as fuck if like there's nothing wrong with having like beef with the team as an organization and the heads and all that, but like you're weird as fuck if like you look at Chicago sports fans like a fucked up way. Just throwing that out
Yeah,
there.
I mean, they didn't know.
well, and they
for the
didn't
most
and they didn't
part.
do anything now.
Yeah.
So just if anybody who thinks differently, you're just weird.
Yeah.
There's some weird people out there.
Yeah. See, they
I'm
like,
talking to nobody.
No, dude. Say names, bro. Say ats. Give governments. Give home addresses.
Why are we 8-0-0? And yes, we
Nasty.
bandwagon. Some we're back. I'm Canes fan. Let me
Nasty.
get my season tickets back.
Doesn't Kotkaniemi have more goals than the Canadians have wins right now?
I
dude?
hope so.
That shit would be hilarious. They sent Caulfield down to the minors.
They
You see
did.
that shit?
I did see that,
They're
yeah.
going full tank, dude.
And then, a healthy Franny Anderson with a well over 9-1
For
save
real.
percentage. Man's is killing it. I think he's rocking like a .19 goals against,
Yeah,
under 2.
no, he's playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
First time he's been in front of a really good defense.
I was going to say, there's that, and it helps. I don't think he had that even back when he was on the Ducks.
No.
So
No, the Hurricanes defense is very, very good. Ian Cole has been looking good. Ethan Bear has been looking real good still.
yep.
Fucking
Say his fucking name.
D'Angelo's been, he's like 9 points in 8 games, dude. It's so fucked up. And it's just like but we said this would happen. We
said like there's no
before-
reason they would acquire this guy if he was not going to
Yeah.
have this ability.
Have you been noticing the?
Not a fan of his. Just these are the facts.
Yeah, you can't say it's not happening.
It's on paper. Like
what? Have you seen the discourse between like the Hamilton people and him? Or, like
not exactly. Just like who's better and who's wins this.
Yeah, just like the argument mostly being that like all these reports have come out recently where Hamilton said like it's nice to be somewhere where he's wanted and stuff, and then part of the fan base is like, well, we are like. They offered you $6.5 million. Like, how are you going to say that's not us wanting you or whatever? And the other people saying that like that's an obvious underpayment, shit like that.
I think my reaction to I think I saw some of those quotes, and my reaction was literally like, "Yeah, you're being paid fairly." I'm not even like on some like, "Yo, you should have took the money we were giving you" type shit. When to go get his 9.5?
That's
like
it was shit that I was noticing after literally the very first game. I listened to like the radio like leaving the game. And people were hopping on like because I think D'Angelo had a point that night. We're hopping on there talking like talking down on Dougie to like praise D'Angelo's game.
Yeah, it's dumb.
And I'm just like we're not gonna act like Dougie was a shitty defenseman.
No.
Like that's two things can be true. Like
exactly.
It's so fucking stupid.
Well, that's the whole black and white of sports fandom sometimes.
Yeah. And speaking of defensemen getting paid.
Adam Fox, dude, he got himself a nice fucking payday coming into his third season, 23 years old, 9.5 AAV, trying to remember, 7 years.
Yeah. Was it 7 or was it 8?
It's 7.
7?
It's not 8 for some reason.
Interesting.
Yeah, he kind of said.
This is I don't know it off the top of my head, but like how often do the college dudes work out like this?
Not very often.
Like, you know what I mean?
Look at
like,
your VCs. Look at your others.
Justin Falk was a college dude, right?
Yeah, he a little bit.
I mean, he's good.
As far as like longevity, he's
he's very good.
But no, to your point, it's not that often, especially at his age.
Yeah,
and coming off a Norris winning season,
and just like style,
his advanced stats are crazy,
and just like style, like fit on a team where he's kind of an undersized defenseman that's super offensively gifted.
Look at like guys like Ghost and Krug. I think he's had his ups and downs, and he's like been on the up lately. But he's had some downs.
Yeah.
Krug is an offensive defenseman, but Ghost is probably the most unfortunate example of this undersized guy who you look and overinvest in that offensive side. Maybe even Jake Bean to some aspects.
Yeah, he never had the success. Ghost had the. I mean that first season was fucking.
Oh yeah, well true. Yeah, he didn't have that crazy breakout, but just like looking at his potential, what he brings to the game, does not work out. Adam Fox is making it work, and he's doing it well. My whole thing is like people comparing the contracts immediately and then saying like, "Wow, imagine paying $11 million for Erik Karlsson." Imagine,
or like 9.5 for Seth Jones.
Yeah, or 9.5 for Seth Jones. And like, first of all, when motherfucking Seth Jones first signed that shit, I don't want to hear anybody say like, "Oh, he was already bad." People were sucking him off. Dude. People were loving it. He was the best guy in the league when he signed that deal.
Popular Seth Jones turn feel like it's happened in like the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was. Him leaving, like the process of him leaving, like last year's of Columbus into going to Chicago, I feel like is when people were like, "Is he even that good?"
And then once he signed that deal, it was like all of a sudden because he was on Chicago
and like with that $9.5 million for 7 years too.
They were just like, "Wow, what a trash deal."
Yeah.
Like, okay, look at how people judge like a guy like Karlsson now, right? Obviously, 11.5 is a lot of fucking money. And
I forgot about it until Adam Fox signed his deal, and I saw the list.
When you look at the differences of like $2 million, that shit adds up in a salary cap era league. Like that's a lot of money. So not taking anything away from that, but that's a guy who we, as a consensus fan base, say, "Oh, overpaid, old man, not get him out of the league, it's the young guy's game, blah 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 blah," all that criticism type shit. When Erik Karlsson was signing his first 7-year deal, just like this kid, he was just coming out of a Norris Trophy season. So people are like, this guy is the best. He's going to be the best. He is the best.
Yeah.
All praise. This contract's the best. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Everyone just
with everything, man. They're gambling on that cup. You know what I'm saying? If the Rangers win a cup within this 7-year deal or get very close to it at the very least, everyone's like,
perfect.
Shit works out. This shit worked out.
And so if it doesn't, put my foot in my mouth.
But then if you're on the Sharks and or fucking Ottawa before that, and you never really get there, fans are like,
I mean, Karlsson, to his credit, he took them single-handedly to an Eastern Conference final.
Yeah, I think so. Wasn't Burns out for a little bit, or am I tripping on that?
No, I'm talking about when he was on.
Ottawa.
Yeah, the year they lost to the Penguins.
Yeah.
He almost, and that was when he was like on a no ankle.
Yeah.
Right. So like,
Monster.
has that happened yet in New York? Everyone shut the
Yeah.
fuck up then. You know what I mean? It's just like chill out a little bit. The kid is outstanding.
Outstanding.
But don't
Should
be
have been
like,
a
oh,
hurricane.
this guy's like the future.
Imagine if that had worked out like that. He ends up signing here, then like Dougie leaves, and we still get like how hard we would have ended up winning that trade.
Right.
Would have been.
Or that whole
What's
thing
Noah
is
Hannafin
like,
doing? What is Noah Hannafin doing, dude?
He's just on Calgary.
He's on Calgary. Oh man.
Just sitting there with that mouth breather look.
For real. For real. Did you see NHL 22 updated their face scans? Now everybody's just gray. There's no color on people's faces now.
They made it worse.
How you do? Oh man. Did we do it?
Yes, we did it, dude. Yes, we did it, man. Yo, Jacob, man.
What's up, dog?
Tell them where they can fucking whatever. It's the worst one ever.
If you if you want to talk to us, you can hit us up at Talkin Sauce Pod. No _respect. The underscore. If you're watching, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Scrum every Wednesday. Podcast every Monday, unless we're out of town. You can get me at JCobb, JAY_COBBB. Josh.
You find me too. You can find me on Reddit at you, Teabags Your Mom, 69420, lowercase x, capital X, that's you, Teabags Your Mom, 69420, lowercase x, capital X.